Alright guys, so this is going to be my review of a show that's been out for a while actually, and I've just never gotten around to doing a review. It's one of my favorite shows on Disney XD. I'm always excited when it comes on. I love watching the reruns and stuff like that. That show is Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja, another Disney XD show. This and Gravity Falls are my two favorite Disney shows. I know we've got, shows like Shaolin Chronicles and Max Steel, and I've been enjoying those too. But the thing is that the two big ones for me are, of course, this show and Gravity Falls. Go figure. And those are the two big ones on Disney that I've been really enjoying. But, we've got Shaolin Chronicles and that stuff, and Max Steel, which I've been enjoying the remake. Anywho, Randy Cunningham, for those who don't know, Randy Cunningham is a show about this guy, this kid who's known as Randy Cunningham, who gets chosen to be a ninja. A ninja that is the ninja apparently has been guarding the city of Norrisville for 800 years. But what's not known is that every 4 years a freshman is chosen to become the new ninja. And Randy is now part of that line, and now given the Ninjanomicon, which teaches him everything, and his friend Howard is at his side, fighting the forces of Hannibal McFist and his boss, the Sorcerer. That's pretty much the show in a nutshell. The ninja, pretty much, Randy Cunningham's a very likable character. He learns from his mistakes. He's a very Peter Parker-esque character. Well, actually, I don't know if you'd call him. He does have, like, when Peter Parker was young and still learning how to use his powers, even though the suit gives Randy all the powers. It does. I do find it interesting that Randy is this very Peter Parker-esque character. He has all the great power comes great responsibility, but sometimes he uses that power not responsibly, and the Nomicon gets pissed off at him. The story's pretty good. The humor is great. I actually love a lot of the jokes in here. There's a lot of jokes that I find hilarious. It's the story. Like, there's one joke in one of the earlier episodes where Howard's sister Heidi has them judge this talent show for the high school, and she says, "Wonk this up for me, and I will broadcast that video of you and Randy taking a bath together. We were 9." Wait, it was like, we were 5. Not that video. Oh. Oh, that made me laugh. There was another one, and I was like, I actually did a double take. I had to rewind the video when I recorded it. I had to rewind it just to make sure, because I was like, did they just make a penis joke on a Disney show? I had to, like, rewind it twice, because the joke is that Howard gets possessed by this demonic bird called a Tengu, and what happens is that he tells him, I'm getting feathers where I'm not supposed to get feathers. And Randy replies with, "That's okay. Health class told us that that's normal for boys our age." I was like, huh. They just did that. Granted, I've heard worse on other shows, but hearing it on a Disney show just makes it all the more sweeter. But yeah, the characters are really cool. The Sorcerer is played by Tim Curry, which... yeah, fucking Tim Curry, awesome. We also got John DiMaggio and a few others. Also, the voice actress for Heidi was in a movie we all know and love or loathe. Pick your poison. The actress Christina Scarbo, I think that's her name. She was in Sharknado. Yeah, she was in. And whenever Heidi shows up, I always think to myself, you got eaten by a shark in Sharknado. But then you survived somehow, I guess. Yeah, so I find that hilarious that we had that same person was in the actress was in Sharknado. That's her big rap. Oh Lord, but yeah, the action's really good. The other thing that makes it a bonus is that Jonan Vasquez, the creator of Invader Zim and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, did all the character drawing and the artwork. So all the characters are drawn by the creator of Invader Zim and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Yay! I don't think he did the writing though. I don't think he had a hand in any of the writing, just the drawing. And it really shows because a lot of these characters, like you could see them if the inks were a little darker. Yeah, these characters could fit right in with hanging out with Zim and Dib and Johnny. If the inks were a little darker and the color tone. But yeah, the voice actress for Heidi was in Sharknado. Yeah, she was in. And whenever Heidi shows up, I always think to myself, you got eaten by a shark in Sharknado. That's her big rap. But yeah, The show's really good. There's actually a lot of cool fight sequences. I love the fight sequences in here. The characters are very all the characters are very likable. There hasn't been one where I was like, oh man, fuck off. We've got some very good talent. We've got some great voice actors in here. Everyone just sounds like they love doing this show. Like, you can just hear it in their voices. They're doing these characters. Is that they clearly love doing these voices for the show, which I can't, which I can't fault them for that. I think it's good. If you love your voice acting work, then I say keep doing it. And yeah, getting back to the fight sequences. Some of the times, it gets brutal. I mean, yeah, it's fighting robots and de-stank, and, you see, there's this thing called stanking, which the sorcerer uses when a person gets depressed or bummed out. They get susceptible to this magic called stank that the sorcerer uses to turn them into monsters, and the only way to turn them back is for Randy to destroy a valuable object of theirs that is causing the stank and turn them back into humans. And some of the fights are kind of brutal. I mean, when he's fighting robots, like, there's robots dying horribly. Like, Randy kills these robots horribly sometimes. And you can get away with it because it's robots, so I couldn't help but thinking in my mind, the creators of this show must have wanted to make this a little more for adults, or wanted to put this on Adult Swim, but Adult Swim was like, no, it's not, no, it's too much action, not enough comedy. We have that for our anime. Go fuck off. So, maybe it's just me, but I just have this feeling that this show was meant for an older audience. Of course, like I said, with the jokes, and they can get away with it a lot in the show, but I just have that feeling, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the episodes have been really good. The last new episode that was shown involved this rhino that could absorb your this rhino robot that could calculate your fears and then fart it out. I'm not kidding, it farts out your fears. Yeah, let that sink in. And Randy's was Randy's was chickens. No, really, it was. I find it hilarious. And it's also kind of funny that Randy is afraid of them, and he gives off these strange facts, like a chicken's head can survive 5 minutes after it's been decapitated, or the chicken is the last living descendant of the T-Rex. Oh man. So he has this really irrational fear of chickens that he has to conquer. But again, Randy's a very likable character. They're all very likable characters. There's some great lines in here, like the character of Bash, the bully of the show, and he's hilarious in his own way. I mean, usually when they have bully characters, I am more or less like, oh man, fuck off. But Bash is interesting because he's the stepson of the main villain, Hannibal McFist. And he has some really interesting lines, like when the school's under attack, when Bash is in trouble with the principal, and the principal's office gets destroyed, he runs out going, I make my escape! And there's another one where they're all running to a table, and Bash just grabs a chair and throws it at Howard, saying, sit on this, because it's a chair, and you sit on it! Oh man! So all in all, again, this show has been out a while, and I just haven't gotten around to doing a review of it. But yeah, I really hope you guys, if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. It's got some great action, great characters, great humor. It's a nice little bundle. So if you're a fan of Invader Zim and stuff like that, I'd say check this out. This is totally worth your time. The show's been out for a while. You can find it on Disney XD. And yeah, that's really all I can. That's pretty much all I have to say about this show. It's really great. I hope Disney XD doesn't get stupid and cancel it, and in exchange for we get more stuff like Crash and Burns and Shit Stain. Yeah. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.